If it wasn't for Peckham, I'm not sure where I would be, probably stuck in my parents' house, still on Social Security and barely living. I was born a little early and the ventilator broke and I ended up dying for 15 minutes. I was born with cerebral palsy, which left me having to use a wheelchair for most of my life. When I was 2, my mom noticed that I was missing certain milestones that I needed to hit. She took me out to MSU. They did a CAT scan and realized that the entirety of the outside of my brain was dead and the inside was swollen. The doctors at that time were saying, "We're not sure how long he's gonna live. He may not live past 6 years old." When I was in high school, I started going to a little bit of classes at LCC as part of my high school. It was a lot of computer courses. After high school, I was looking for something to do and I linked up with Michigan Rehabilitation Services and they helped me find Michigan Career and Technical Institute, which is a vocational rehab. And I went to school there from 2002 to 2004 and took more computer courses. Graduated with a certificate of completion from there. After that point, I went back home to my parents. Really was looking for a purpose in life because I was drawing Social Security off of my dad. Quickly realized the amount of Social Security that I was getting was minimal. So I was like, I need to find a job. So I started doing job searches and I went back to MRS, Michigan Rehabilitation Services, and they said, well, you know, we have this job with Peckham that they're starting a call center. So I was like, yeah, I would like to try that. And so I put my application in and Peckham called me and I came down for an interview and I was one of the first agents in the first class to be hired. I did that for about 1.5 years and quickly moved into a supervisor role, which then transitioned me into staff with Peckham. So I moved into a new hire trainer position. But I really missed the supervision and the day-to-day interaction of helping the team members learn and grow. And then I decided USDA needed some supervisors, and so I moved in to the USDA space and been with them ever since. I worked all through COVID when it first started, and we were considered essential workers. Well, the state of Michigan decided to come out with a Future for Frontliners, which is a tuition program where if you worked during the pandemic, you were able to get a scholarship to get a degree. So I took advantage of that. At the same time, Peckham was coming out with a program called the Supervisor Scholarship Program, and I got a reference and wrote up an essay and was selected to be part of that Supervisor Scholarship Program. So I started going to school at LCC in the fall of 2021 and just finished May of 2025. I 4-pointed every single semester. I made it on the president's list every single semester. That really taught me a lot of different things about the business world and how to handle different things. From the help of the state of Michigan and Peckham helping me out, my dream became a reality of getting that degree and seeing what other opportunities may open up for me.
I'm just so proud of him. He's worked really hard, but at the same time, he's tried to keep that balance between work, school, and home. He doesn't really let anything stop him. He doesn't let anybody tell him, like, no, you can't do that. I'm so glad that Peckham saw what he was capable of and gave him a position where he could challenge himself and grow. Imagine if people just gave up on him because he's in a wheelchair. He's so smart and capable, so I'm glad that he's been given the chance.